the first question, it says, write down the mathematical name for this type of angle. So since this type of angle is greater than 90 degrees, it's going to be called an obtuse angle. If an angle is less than 90, that is an acute angle. More than 90 is obtuse, and equal to 90 is right angle. Write on the value of the 8 in the number 58,370. So 8 is basically, this is ones, this is tens, this is hundreds. So the 8 is going to be thousands. Question 3 says, complete these sentences. When x equals to blank, x plus 3 equals to 8. So x would equal to 8 minus 3, which is 5. When 7y equals to 63, 10y equals to blank. So 7y equals to 63, that means y would be 63 divided by 7, which is 9. So 10y is going to be 10 times 9, which is 90. Question 4 says, find the value of cube root of 5,832. So what we're going to do is, we're just going to plug this in the calculator, and cube root of 5,832 is going to be 18. Question 5 says, a watch costs $12,400. In a sale, there's a discount of 16%. So the cost is this, and the discount is this. Calculate the amount of the discount. So 12,400 times 16 over 100. The zeros get cancelled out and we're left with 124 times 16, which equals to $1,984. So this is the amount of discount that the person gets on this watch. Question 6 says, May writes down 5 integers. The lowest integer is 8. The range is 9. The median is 15. The total of the 5 integers is 66. There is no mode. Write down the 5 integers. So lowest is given as 8. Median is given as 15. So there's supposed to be 5 places. And the range is 9. So if the range is 9, 9 equals to max minus minimum. Minimum is 8. So max is going to equal to 9 plus 8, which is 17. Then they have said that the total of the 5 integers is 66. So if we subtract 17, 15, and 8 from 66, we get 26. Now 26 has to be divided between these two numbers, where the middle number is 15. So one number will be less than 15 and the other will be greater than 15. So we know 26 can be 10 plus 16. So 10 can be put over here and 16 can be put over here. So our integers are 8, 10, 15, 16, and 17. Juan writes down 4 numbers. The mean of these 4 numbers is 17. He writes down a 5th number, and the mean of these 5 numbers is 20. Find the fifth number. Let's assume that the first four numbers are U, W, X, and Y. And the fifth number is Z. So U plus W plus X plus Y divided by 4 equals to 17. And U plus W plus X plus Y plus Z divided by 5 equals to 20. So if we times 17 by 4, we know that U plus W plus X plus Y would equal to 17 times 4, which is 68. So that means we can replace this part over here with this 68. Hence, what we can do is we can write 68 plus Z over 5 equals to 20, which is going to be 68 plus Z equals to 100, and Z equals to 100 minus 68, which is 32. So your fifth number is 32. Question 7 says, Arjun lives in Delhi and Haru lives in Tokyo. They play a computer game online at the same time. They start at 14:45 Tokyo local time. The game lasts 3 hours and 50 minutes. The local time in Delhi is 3 hours 30 minutes behind the local time in Tokyo. Find the local time in Delhi when the game finishes. So if it's 3 hours and 30 minutes behind, so over here, Delhi is going to be 11:15. So 11:15 plus 3 hours and 50 minutes, that's going to be 65 over here and 14 over here. So since our minutes cannot be greater than 60, so we take 60 from 65 and add an hour to 14. So that's going to make it 15, and 65 becomes 5. So 15:05 or 3:05 p.m. is. Question 8 says the diagram shows an isosceles triangle. Find the value of x. So since these two lengths are equal, that's going to mean this is also 41. And since sum of angles of a triangle equals 180 degrees, so that means 180 equals to 41 plus 41 plus x. So 180 minus 41 equals to x, and that's going to give us 98 degrees. Question number 9 says the stem and leaf diagram shows the time in minutes it takes each of 15 people to complete a race. Find the modes. So the key represents numbers on the left hand side are the tens and the numbers on the right hand side are the units. So mode is the highest frequency. So if you look over here, highest frequency is 27. Part B says range. So range is basically the difference of your maximum and the minimum value. So our maximum value is 31 and minimum value is 16. So 31 minus 16 is 15. That is your range. And for the median, that is going to be your middle value. So as we know that the total number of people over here are 15, so it's an odd number. So if we start counting the values, 3 values over here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8th value is going to be the middle value because we have 7 before 25 and 7 after 25. So our median value is 25. If it was an even number, like for example, there were 16 people, Then we will find the average of 25 and 26, and that would be the median. Question 10 says, A, B, and C, D are parallel lines. Find the value of x. So if this is 135, this is going to be 180 minus 135, which is going to equal to 45. If this is 52, this is going to be 52 because alternate angles are equal in parallel lines. So x is going to be 180 minus 52 minus 45, and that equals 83 degrees. Question 11 says, write 0.03682 correct to two significant figures. So that's going to be 0.037. Question 12 says the table shows some information about Amir's shopping. Complete the table. So we have the cost per kilogram of oranges, and we have the number of oranges he bought. So for the cost, I'm going to multiply 3.2 with 2.35. So that's going to give us 7.52. Then we can find the remaining cost of bananas by subtracting the cost of oranges from the total cost. So 13.54 minus 7.2, 13.54 minus 7.52, which is 6.02. So to find the cost per kilogram, we're going to divide 6.02 by 2.8, which is 2.15. For each of 10 people working in an office, the scatter diagram shows the salary and the value of their car. One of these people has a salary of 28,000, find the value of their car. So what we will do is we will go from 28,000, which is here. And as we can see, the corresponding value of the car is 4,800. So that's going to be your answer for part A. Another person starts to work in the office. The salary is 54,000 and the value of the car is 6,100. Plot this information on the scatter diagram. 6,100 is going to be over here, and 5,400 is going to be over here. Yep. So this is our point. Then it says, what type of correlation is shown in the scatter diagram? As you can see, as the salary increases, your value of car increases, which means there is positive correlation. Question 14 says, factorize completely 42 mk minus 35 m. So I know that 42 comes in the 7 times table and 35 also comes in the 7 times table. So if we split this into its factors, it's 6 times 7 times m times k minus 7 times 5 times m. So as you can see, we have 7 common and m common. So I'm going to take 7m common outside, and inside the bracket, we'll be left with 6k minus 5. Question 15 says, find the highest common factor of 140 and 126. So if we prime factorize it, 140 is 14 times 10, which is 7 times 2 and 2 times 5. And if we factorize 126, 126 divided by 2 is 63. 63 is 9 times 7, and 9 is 3 times 3. So 140 is equal to 7 times 2 square times 5, and 126 is 7 times 2 times 3 square. So your highest common factor is 7 times 2, which is 14. Question 16 says simplify. So whenever we have similar bases being multiplied, we will add the powers. So n to the power of 5 plus 1, which is n to the power of 6. Whenever we have similar bases being divided, what we do is we subtract the powers. So that's going to be 4 times x to the power of 6 minus 2, which is 4 times x to the power of 4. The circumference of a circle is 59. Calculate the radius of the circle. So if we draw a circle, this is your radius. So circumference is 2 pi r. So that's going to be 59 equals to 2 pi r. 59 divided by 2 pi equals to r. And that's going to equal to 92.7 centimeters. By writing each number in the calculation correct to one significant figure, find an estimate for the value of this. So 36.9 is 40. 24.2 is 20. 3.8 is 4 and 1.2 is 1. That's going to be 40 plus 20 over 4 minus 1, which is 60 over 3, and that is 20. Question 19 says Indra invests 6,000 at a rate of R% per year simple interest. At the end of 4 years, the value of her investment is 6,840. Find the value of R. We do 6,840 minus 6,000 equals to 6,000 times R over 100 times 4. That is 840 equals to 60 times R times 4, which is 840 divided by 240, which equals to 3.5. So your rate is 3.5%. Find the area of this trapezium. So area is 1 over 2 times height times sum of parallel sides. So that's going to be 1 over 2 times 6 times 8 plus 14, which is 3 times 22, and that is 66 centimeter square. Write these numbers in standard form. 45,000 would be 4.5 times 10 to the power of 4. 0.0063 would be 6.3 times 10 to the power of -3. Move the decimal over here and move the decimal over here. Calculate 8.2 times 10 to the power of -1 times 150,000. Give your answer in standard form. So 8.2 times 1 over 10 times 150,000. The 0 cancels out. And we have 82 times 1,500. So if we do 82 times 1,500, that is 123,000, which in standard form is 1.23 times 10 to the power of 5. The length S meters of a ship is 287 meters. Correct to the nearest meter. Complete the statement about the value of S. So if it's correct to the nearest meter, so we're going to do 1 over 2, which is 0.5. Upper bound would be 287 plus 0.5, which is 287.5. And lower bound would be 287 minus 0.5, which is going to be 286.5. So 287 point over here, 286.5 over here. Question 23 says, the table shows the number of people in a town who are left-handed and the number who are right-handed. Write down the probability that a person chosen at random is left-handed. So that's going to be 8,400 over 57,000. Cancel the zeros. So that's 84 over 570. Let's simplify this. 42 divided by 285, which can be further simplified into 14 over 95. Change 1.2 meter square into millimeter square. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. 1 centimeter is 10 millimeter. So that means 1 meter would be 100 times 10, which is 1,000 millimeter. So 1 meter square would be 1,000 times 1,000, which is million millimeters square. So what we will do is now we will multiply 1.2 to this. So this would give us 1,200,000 over here. Yep. Part B says the speed limit on a road is 80 kilometers per hour. Sophie drives at a speed of 1,200 meters per minute. Show that Sophie drives at a speed lower than the speed limit. So we need to convert the 1,200 meters per minute either into kilometers per hour or the other way around. So let's convert the 80 kilometers per hour. So we know 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So 80 kilometers is going to be 80 times 1,000, which is 80,000 meters. Now in hours, so that's 1 hour is 60 minutes. So that's going to be 80,000 divided by 60, which is 1,333.3 recurring. So now if we compare that with 1,200, yes, 1,200 is less than 1,333.3. So yes, she is slow. Calculate the area of a semicircle with a radius of 10 centimeters. So this is a semicircle and this is our radius. So area for semicircle is pi r square over 2, which means pi times 10 square over 2, 100 pi over 2, which is 50 pi, 157.1 centimeter square.